And it's our top focus of the day. President Pranab Mukherjee has finally announced that the Bharat Ratna will be awarded to Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya posthumously and to Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Karuna Shukla, Atal Bihari Vajpayee's niece, now joining us on the phone line. Ma'am, this growing demands for conferring the Bharat Ratna to former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee finally has been confirmed. It's been ratified. Your first reaction, what does it feel like?
मैं महामहिम राष्ट्रपति प्रणब मुखर्जी को प्रधानमंत्री सम्मानीय श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का बहुत धन्यवाद करती हूँ कि उन्होंने पंडित मदन मोहन मालवीय जी को, पंडित श्री अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी को जो भारत रत्न से सम्मानित किया है। वाजपेयी परिवार अपने आप को बहुत गौरवान्वित महसूस कर रहा है।
करुणा जी, क्या आपकी बात हुई है उनसे?
नहीं, वो तो बहुत अस्वस्थ है। मैं इस समय रायपुर छत्तीसगढ़ में हूँ।
अच्छा।
और मेरी बहन, चूंकि मुझसे जो मेरी बड़ी बहन है इंदौर में थी, वो बहुत अस्वस्थ थी। मैं उनको रायपुर ले आई हूँ। आईसीयू में थी वो 20 दिन तक। वहाँ से थोड़ी ठीक हुई तो मैं उनको रायपुर ले आई हूँ, और इस वजह से मैं दिल्ली भी उनके पास नहीं जा पा रही हूँ। पर जैसी मेरी बहन की तबीयत अच्छी होती, मैं दिल्ली जरूर घर पर जाऊंगी।
तो क्या आप उनसे मिलने जाएंगे करुणा जी?
निश्चित रूप से। मैं जब दिल्ली जाती हूँ, मैं अपने चाचा के घर पर जरूर जाती हूँ।
करुणा जी, और आपका क्या कहना है क्योंकि पहले भी जब यूपीए की जब सरकार थी तो उन्होंने ये भारत रत्न अटल जी को अवार्ड नहीं किया था उस टाइम। तो आपको कैसा लग रहा था उस टाइम जब बीजेपी निश्चित रूप से बोलना चाह रहे थे कि ये जो अवार्ड है, भारत रत्न का जो अवार्ड है, अटल जी को ही जाना चाहिए?
बीजेपी विपक्ष में थी, बीजेपी अपनी मांग कर रही थी, और मान लीजिए यूपीए सरकार नहीं दे पाई तो ये विषय नहीं होना चाहिए। देखिए, आज भी खुशी का दिन है, और कल माननीय श्री अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी अपने जीवन के 90 वर्ष पर पूरे कर रहे हैं। तो ये 2 दिन बहुत खुशी के हैं। उसमें ये विषय नहीं आने चाहिए कि कब दिया गया, क्यों दिया गया, किसने दिया। ये सारे विषय गौण हो गए।
और बाकी परिवार के सदस्य आपकी बात हुई है?
अब एक बड़ी बहन तो मेरे पास है, और बाकी परिवार के, मेरा एक भाई ऑस्ट्रेलिया में है, एक भाई बाहर है, और वो सारे लोग बहुत खुश हैं। पूरा वाजपेयी परिवार, मैंने कहा हमारा बहुत बड़ा वाजपेयी परिवार है। 100, 125, 150 लोगों का वाजपेयी परिवार है। सारे लोग बहुत खुश हैं। अटल जी 4 भाई और 3 बहनों का परिवार है अटल जी का।
और कल उनका जन्मदिन है, तो आप लोग ने कुछ प्लान किया है कि?
नहीं, हम लोग देखिए, हम लोग प्रभु के पास पूजा करके, प्रसाद चढ़ा के, और हमेशा जब से, मतलब शुरू से, ये नहीं कि चाचा प्रधानमंत्री बन गए उसके बाद से, शुरू से उनके स्वास्थ्य की ही कामना करते रहे कि प्रभु उनको स्वस्थ रखिए। और आज भी मैं आपके माध्यम से यही कहूंगी कि उनको भगवान स्वस्थ जल्दी करे।
Karuna Shukla, the niece of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, thank you so much for speaking with Headlines today. The first family reaction on Headlines today. Remember, this is after the president ratified and announced that the Bharat Ratna would be conferred to former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee and freedom fighter Madan Mohan Malaviya. The centre is likely to make, remember, it's made its recommendations to the President Pranab Mukherjee, coming out and tweeting with this regard. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recommended BJP veteran Vajpayee and freedom fighter and educationist Madan Mohan Malaviya's name for the India's highest civilian honour. Now, Lalji Tandon also joining us on the phone line, a senior leader from the BJP. Sir, the Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award, has been conferred to former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Your reaction to this, sir?
अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी इस युग में आजादी के बाद इतना ऐसा लोकप्रिय और इतना दूरदर्शी और इतना योग्य और जनप्रिय राजनेता कोई हुआ नहीं। ये नहीं कि मतलब बाकी का कोई महत्व कम है, लेकिन अटल जी उनमें से एक अलग थे। और आज जब उन्हें ये मिला है तो उनके परिवार के लोग ही नहीं, हम सब पूरा जो उनके साथ हमेशा रहे हैं वो, या इस देश का हर नागरिक, उसकी इच्छा थी कि उनके जीवन में ही उनके सामने इन और पहले उन्हें मिल जाना चाहिए था ये पुरस्कार। खैर अब
Right.
मिला, बहुत अच्छा है। और एक देश है उनकी सेवाओं को।
Lalji Tandon, BJP leader, thank you so much for speaking with Headlines today. We also have Giridhar Malviya, the grandson of Mahatma Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya, joining us on the phone line. Sir, India's highest civilian honor is being conferred to Madan Mohan Malaviya, a freedom fighter, your grandfather and an educationist. Your reaction to this, sir?
Well, I'm extremely happy, and I think it was really long overdue, because he is one person who is a multifaceted person. He was not only an educationist, he was a politician. He joined the Congress in 1886 and was involved in politics right up to his death in 1946. Apart from that, he was an educationist, he was a social reformer, he was also, he contributed in so many fields. There's hardly any field in the society in which he did not contribute. And it's just the right thing that this honor has been conferred on him.
Sir, and have you spoken with anybody, is there anybody else from your family, any other
Yes.
seniors in your family?
Almost I am the now one of the oldest persons in the family. Myself, I've completed 78 years. But yes, my elder sisters and my other members of the family, they are all very, very happy. They are very delighted.
Giridhar Malviya, the grandson of Madan Mohan Malaviya. Sir, and you know, if you can actually, for our viewers, considering because this award is going to be conferred to him posthumously, if you could just take us through his achievements, because as you have mentioned, he was not only a freedom fighter, he was also an educationist.
Oh yes. Banaras Hindu University was the first university to give degrees in all the technical subjects. Otherwise, there were only diplomas. So it was the Banaras Hindu University which started, and it's the precursor of all the technical IITs of this country. And graduates from the Banaras Hindu University, Engineering College, College of Technology, they had been heading all the installations of country after independence, because the Britishers had left and they had thought that India would collapse because they were leaving, their technocrats, they were leaving. But BHU technocrats had taken over all over the country, and they have really, what India has achieved is it's that background of Banaras Hindu University that India has progressed so much.
Giridhar Malviya, Madan Mohan Malaviya's grandson, thank you so much for speaking with Headlines today. We also have Sudhindra Kulkarni joining us, who is, remember, a very close aide of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Mr. Kulkarni, there were growing demands for conferring the Bharat Ratna to former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Finally, the President has ratified it. It's going to be confirmed. Something, remember, that the BJP had been pushing for a while. Is there any way that you've been able to express this to the former Prime Minister? What is your reaction on this first?
You know, I share the joy of millions upon millions of Indians at a recognition that ought to have come to Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji much, much earlier. I would say at least 2005, when he ceased to be India's Prime Minister. Because in a long, long time, India has not seen a political leader, a statesman who enjoys admiration and respect cutting across social, ideological, political considerations. Hindi में कहते हैं ना अजात शत्रु. In politics, he had no enemies. You know, even his political opponents admired him for his hard-heartedness and for his genuine, democratic character. You know, even before he became Prime Minister, it used to be said that he is the best Prime Minister that India has never had. And when he became Prime Minister, he showed how to run a coalition government following the canons, the principles of coalition dharma. He is a pioneer of coalition politics, healthy coalition politics in India. You know, he demonstrated that a large and diverse country like India can only progress if the government and the leadership at the top takes all sections of society along, which is why even Muslims and Christians, who otherwise were not big supporters of BJP, they had faith in Vajpayee's leadership. You know, he showed his statesmanship in his dealing with Pakistan. He showed his statesmanship in the way he healed, to some extent, the wounds of Kashmir and began a new process of normalization of the situation in Kashmir. So, you know, his contribution to India's political life, public life has been enormous, and therefore this recognition is completely being.
Sudhindra Kulkarni, a very close aide of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Thank you for speaking with Headlines today. Rajiv Pratap Rudy joining us on the phone line. Sir, remember this was, as Sudhindra Kulkarni has been saying, something that the BJP also felt was long overdue, and the President finally confirming and conferring this honour, the Bharat Ratna, for the Vajpayee government. A real achievement, do you reckon, for the party? Rajiv Pratap Rudy, if you can hear me. And we seem to have lost the line there, but we'll try and get back with Rajiv Pratap Rudy. This is, remember, as the Bharat Ratna has been conferred to Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Madan Mohan Malaviya, the centre making its recommendations in this regard to the President. Pranab Mukherjee tweeting and confirming the news. The centre's announcement on Bharat Ratna expected, remember, it was made on the eve of the veteran BJP leader's birthday, which falls on December 25th, which is tomorrow.